What's up, two-time family? Two-time gaming family? Two-time fans? Two-time girl? You see, by the title, I'm playing Madden.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the five-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their fifth straight playoff appearance.
Let's get right in it. Let's go.
New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we
Almost
have
had a
now.
people. Almost.
What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team. And they
Ain't
blew
no
away
going
the
easy.
Vikings in that game.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the seventh time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era as they look to claim their sixth title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history because at one point they were 5-0 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana with wins in Super Bowl 16, 19, 23, and 24. And Steve Young, remember that one? Get the monkey off my back! As he won big in Super Bowl 29. But they lost their last time out against the Ravens in Super Bowl 47. They're looking for a little bit of that. Can we get right again, guys? And I think the San Francisco 49ers team is going to play awfully well in this game.
And they're hoping that the lights stay on in the stadium the entire game this go-around. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Let's go.
Long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is fielded at the goal line. Well, he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Look at the dance and the juke. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He hit him earlier in this 1st quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out.
Man, I don't spin him like he's a basketball.
Can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punter.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one, 48 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Here we go.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is Coleman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a...
He's got a man complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Escaping the pressure right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
Take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Terrell Suggs able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Coleman. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can hide, but you ain't gonna hide long.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This is taken at the 3. He's got daylight. The 20, 10. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No clock on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle?
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again at Super Bowl 54. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
53's mine.
Yeah. You don't want none. Wait, hut!
On first down, it's Coleman. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's what I do.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now Garoppolo.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like four-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground than defending the run.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They will run again with Coleman. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On third down, Coleman. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Free kick.